Hi, I'm Mia,
Hi, I'm Tom.
and we're going to talk about some interview tips for the recruitment process.
So, in a standout candidate for interviews with us, we're looking for someone who is really well-rounded, and that's a balance of academics, extracurricular activities, work experience, which doesn't necessarily need to be legal, and then a keen interest in our firm and commercial law. Some of the common mistakes in the interview process are not being prepared, so you should know your application back to front and particularly why you want to join our firm and a career in commercial law. Also, poor body language is a common mistake, not making eye contact with your interviewers and engaging with them, and then not asking questions at the end of the interview. We want you to show that you're engaged and interested in our firm and commercial law, and asking questions is the best way to do that.
A really good way to prepare for the interview is to do lots of research into the firm so you can speak to why you want to work for that firm in particular rather than any commercial firm. Another really good tip is to meet with your buddy beforehand to get some inside knowledge into the firm and to just be your genuine self. Some things that I did to reduce stress during the application process were to do lots of preparation, so knowing my CV really well to be able to speak to the different points on it and to just have a bit of confidence in myself and avoid comparing myself to others.
Mia, how did you find the process here? What was the biggest challenge that you faced?
It can feel really strange to talk about your strengths and weaknesses. And I think being able to speak about those things in a way that shows your experiences can be a bit to get used to.
So from your experience with the networking event, what tips would you give to someone who potentially isn't all that comfortable or doesn't have a lot of experience in networking?
I think for someone who doesn't want to speak to every person in the room, a good strategy can be to pick someone from a practice area that they're really interested in and to speak to that person about the work that they do rather than having to speak to everyone else in the room.
If you're thinking about using AI in your application process, it's really important not to rely on it too heavily or use it as a crutch. It should be there to finesse your application. And it's important to remember that these are the responses that your interviewers are going to latch onto and ask you questions about in the interview. So it's important that they come across as genuine and true to yourself. What are your thoughts, Mia?
I would use it to act as a practice interviewer. So I would upload my CV into the AI system and then ask it to ask me questions on my resume so I could practice responding.
People often ask us if they need legal experience before they apply, and the answer is absolutely not. We're looking for candidates that are well-rounded and have skills from a variety of different experiences. That includes non-legal work experience, that includes their roles in associations and societies at university, or even anything else that they can demonstrate in their personal life.
I think it can be really helpful just to know what you're interested in general. So if it was a unit at university or a case you've been following or a specific area of law, that can be a really good starting point.
If you're looking for more information, head over to our website where you'll find details about key application dates and more about the process.
There's also a social media page you can follow on Instagram to stay updated with the firm, and best of luck to you all.